Hi, welcome back. If you're here, you are either stressed or you're either stressed or healing or helping someone that is our tribe. Well, today we are going to look into chapter 2 of my book, Your Stress Stops Here. In this book, I talk about 50 strategies to change your habits in 59 seconds or less. Okay? And for chapter 2, we are going to talk about how stress affect your body, not only into muscles but or breathing, but into what stress is really doing inside you and why ignoring it almost cost me my life. I'll give you a quick update. I'm still waiting on a waiting mode for transplants. If you remember, it's kidney transplant. Yep. But my energy is better. My stand are working, holding me strong. And my wife, she landed a job like a new job the last week of July. So just to give you a recap, and coincidentally, that was the last month of her severance pay. Praise God for that. All right, and although and all through all of this, I learned something powerful. Stress doesn't just live in your mind, but it shows up everywhere. So before we start, let me introduce myself. Hi, welcome to Stress or Stress Free. My name is Vincent Woon, where I help people like you stay stress free by changing one habit at a time. As I mentioned earlier, I'm also the author of the number one bestseller, Your, oops, Your Stress Stops Here. In this book, we talk about 10 strategies to change your habits, 59 seconds or less. All right, let's start with something new that I learned this week. Last week, I talked about how you should close your mouth to clean the back of the tooth better, because when you close your mouth, right? Your muscle relaxes, and you'll be able to access the inner part of your teeth clean better. So if you put it sideways, let's say this is your toothbrush, right? You put it sideways, and then you brush that way. And this week, just to follow up with that, that will help relax the muscles. And this week, I found that sometimes when you clean your teeth, brush your teeth, right, you still feel like there's something left over, something that's like, maybe there's plaque. I don't know, right? So what you can do is use your tongue, tip of your tongue to go around your mouth, go around your teeth to feel each and every piece of your teeth to make sure that there's no plaque or there's nothing on it, right? If you feel something on it, take your toothbrush again, go back to that spot and brush it a little longer. Or if you have a electronic toothbrush, just put there for a longer time so that you will start brushing the teeth. And this way, it will help make you get it clean, and that way you don't have to worry about. What? You don't have to worry about getting cavities, and also the next time you do a checkup, dental checkup, you will be in good shape. All right. When I wrote chapter 2 of this book, Your Stress Stops Here, I thought I understood stress. But then, as you remember, in the first comeback episode, April happens. I have gout, kidney failure warnings, and pancreasis. hard stand. My body wasn't breaking it down. My body wasn't breaking down. It was just screaming at me. Let me show you how what I described in this chapter played in the real time in my body. Let's start a quote with a quote from this chapter. Life is 10% of what you experience and 90% of what you respond to, by Dorothy Niedermeyer. Well, I'm going to name this session, How Does Stress Nearly Kill Me and How It is Killing You Too? It is important to understand stress and you know how it affects your body. In our daily life, we are faced with frustration, deadlines, demands, and we become used to it. Stress as if it's like a part of our life, which is true, right? A little stress is good, but then when it comes to excessive stress, it will turn around and be harmful to us. If it's not addressed, it might eventually bring death. Let's take a look at what excessive stress can do to your body. Right? Excessive stress can do to your body. Okay, these are from sections from my book, chapter 2. So when we're stressed, our muscle or neck locks up for weeks prior to the stand. Oh, okay. So this is what happened to me. My legs lock up for weeks prior to the stand, right? And then I will never forget one week when I had back-to-back work and barely sleeping and running really tired. But one day I woke up with a pounding headache that couldn't go away. I thought it was dehydration or eye strain because sometimes I'm on the computer a lot. So but then my body was screaming for rest. What was happening was classic. My shoulder locked, my traps tight like a cable, and all the tension pulls right into the head. When it's tightened, right? Tighten, it pulls right in the head. So that's how it's wild how chronic stress builds up, and it's like emotional armor too. The body keeps bracing even when you are stressed. Let me just go back to the other screen. One second here. All right. So the body keeps bracing bracing even when you are stressed. Your stress is over, right? This can cause tension headaches, chronic back pain, insomnia from muscles that won't let go. Once you start releasing those muscles, the mind follows. So if you are getting more headaches or can't sleep, that's not can't sleep. That's not random. It's your body asking you to asking you to unclench. The muscle is telling the truth before your mind admits the stress. So with cardiovascular system, your body tenses up, and that's the early signs of stress. Now let's talk about cardiovascular. Cardiovascular system. So basically, is your breathing, right? the day my heart spoke louder than my body. And when I was working at the gym, I noticed that after sitting for a while, not sitting, after doing a sit up for a while, oops, after doing sit up for a while, I realized that after every reps, I felt like it's hard to breathe. And then I get a little, not a little hard to breathe, but I get a little lightheaded. Later on, I found that there's calcification in my blood vessel. It was a wake up call, and stress doesn't just live in your head or your shoulder, it lives in your heart too. So when we stay in a constant mode of our cardiovascular, we stay in constant stress, right? Constant on a go mode, our cardio system pays the price. Vessel constrict, inflammation rises, and the body keeps running like you are running late and for something. When you feel tension, thinking it's just soreness. But after consistent massage and breathing work, breath work, your heart rate slows and you can sleep better. Your heart doesn't whisper, it pounds. High blood pressure, palpitations, shortness of breath. These are all signs that your body needs peace and not push more. So that's when you have all these symptoms, be sure. All right, I want you to put a chat and let me know if you have felt any symptoms, any from these systems or not. Okay. All right, let's go back to cardiovascular, and then now we're talking about endocrine. So, in the endocrine system, oh, before we go there, chronic stress is a silent heart killer. So, you have to be careful. Be careful to make sure that you take care of your heart, right? Okay, endocrine system. The cortisol crashes. After my stent procedure, I remember trying to bounce back too quickly. I was eating right, moving more, eating right, moving more, but still gaining weight, especially especially around my stomach. I couldn't figure it out, but my doctors mentioned cortisol, which is the stress hormone. I was still living in a survival mode. My body was doing its job, but storing energy because it's still thinking like I was in danger. That's when it hits me. My hormones were listening to my stress, not my diet. So I started prioritizing resting, make sure I sleep enough, breathing and recovery. And slowly my energy came back. And that period about, I think it's about a month or so. It's kind of like difficult to cope, and sometimes even with to get back to on your feet. If your body isn't responding the way you expect, it's not broken. It's protecting you. And high cortisol makes you crave for sugar, store fat, and feel tired. And then massage rest and boundaries literally helps your hormones to reset your hormones. Let's go to the next one. And belly fat isn't laziness, it's just biological sometimes. Okay, we go to the next one. So in this book, this section of the book, we talk about digestive system. Digestive system, right? When your gut shuts down, thank God that this didn't happen to me. When your gut shuts down, the only time I lost, thank God that it didn't happen to me, right? The only time I lost weight was when I had gout that prevent me from eating a lot of food. When when you have gout, you can eat a lot of stuff. No seafood, no red meat, not some vegetable too, even because the purine is have high level of purine, and I can take it. And some vegetable has some food that has high protein or high phosphate. I cannot take that too. So it's a bunch of stuff that you cannot really take. So and potassium too. So you have to be aware of what to eat and what not to eat. And that stressed me out. So when stress hit you so hard, you can lose some pound really quick. Not because you didn't eat, you were eating clean, but because your stomach refused to cooperate. Everything you ate felt heavy, and the gut and the brain are deeply connected. When stress hijacks your nervous system, digestion is the first to suffer. You may complain about bloating, IBS, or nausea, and you may find that it spikes during stressful life events. If you start doing slow belly breathing, that means breathe in your mouth, fill up your belly, and then you exhale, and even light abdominal muscles, like abdominal muscles, just rub around the abdominal, things can start moving again, literally. Your gut can function. Let me just have a sip of beet skin juice tea. I have beets every morning just to help improve the blood circulation, but I save the skin to make tea also to help improve the blood circulation. Oh, excuse me. Well, the gut can function in your body. The gut can function if your body thinks it's in danger, right? If your digestion is off, it's not just food sensitivity. It might be stress sensitivity. Before changing your diet, try changing your pace. Like maybe you eat fast, try eating slow. I grew up in a restaurant environment, growing up, basically helping my parents when I was a teenager. Yeah, when I was a teenager, my parents have what they call a kopitiam. That's Malaysian for like a cafe kind of. But then in the cafe we sell tea, coffee, bread, and then we ran out to the stores to other people to sell noodles and cook food and whatever they do, right? So in this kind of situation, in the restaurants like situation, you kind of like when you sit down to eat, you want to eat fast and then go back to work, right? And when I came to America, I did the same thing too. I work in restaurants, to pay my way up for pay my tuition, and I'm so used to like eating fast. So the key here is also is to make sure that you when you eat, sit down and eat, and not eat and work together at the same time. I used to do that too when I was working in corporate America, and that really messed up my whole systems. So it's a matter of trying to change your mindset and try to learn how to start eating slowly. Make sure you chew and enjoy every single bite, and make sure you take your time to eat it, not just rush it. And that's a difficult, especially for me, but I'm trying to do slowly. All right, let's talk about the next one. So we talk about the digestive system, right? And then when the digestive system shuts down, you get stress, IBS. When you stress and it goes to, we get IBS. IBS, which is a bowel syndrome, ulcer, or food triggers. All right, let's move on to nervous system. So let me know in the chat when you are nervous, what do you do or how you feel. Sometimes you might feel your hands shaking, you're sweating, right? Well, I remember sitting in the doctor's office after hearing my diagnosis with the kidney transplant, and also the stent. My voice cracked, my hands started shaking, and my heart was racing. This wasn't weakness. It's just that my nervous system is fully overloaded, and the body's fight or flight system doesn't care if it's a bear chasing you or a bad email. It reacts the same way. I see this in real time that some of my clients start sweating, twitching, or even get emotional on the table when their nervous system finally releases. And with massage helps to activate the opposite response, the rest and digestion mode. It tells your body that you are safe, you can let go now. If you notice shaking, sweating, or emotional release during relaxation, that's healing. So sometimes you notice that when somebody get a massage, they start crying. Why? Because they're releasing all the emotional stuff that is in there. That's part of healing. And it's the nervous system resetting itself. So don't fight it. Let it flow. Let's flow with it. Let it flow out, right? Okay. Let's go to the last one, which is respiratory. Respiratory system. Well, this is the last thing that we excuse me. This is the last thing, usually the last thing that we are aware of during acute stress. Because breathing a little faster is like, it seems normal, right, for us. Acute stress is the way the body responds to fight and flight. The body prepares itself for an emergency. So when the lungs bring in more oxygen to the body, your blood flow will increase 300 to 400% in situation like this. So what it does is brings oxygen through the rest of the body, and by the heart increasing the heart rate, so your heart increase the rate and it start flowing the the blood flow, right? So sometimes when you're excited or you're in the fight or flight mode, your body gets hot and you're ready to just attack or go, right? Acute stress can create difficulties for people with asthma and anyone with lung disease. So you see how each system tells a piece of the stress, right? And the body doesn't lie. It just speaks through different system. When one gets overload, the other just join in. That's why your whole body wellness is needed. Massage, breath work, sleep, and stress management is not a luxury. It's not a luxury anymore. It's survival. So what I did was from my book, and what I learned from my book is I didn't even realize it when I wrote this book when I was back in 2016. So in this book, in chapter 4, I wrote about backwards road, backwards strategy, neck and shoulder back, neck and back. So in this, I, I talk about how you do it. Let me just go through it. And put your arms straight, parallel, right, like this. Fingers pointing to fingers, and hands reaching out in front of you, parallel with the shoulder, not high, and then shoulder just parallel with the shoulder. Okay, it's parallel with the shoulder. Right. Bring your hands together on the chest, and then towards each other, and then breathe in. Move your shoulder backwards, and slowly at the same time move your arms diagonally, and then raise it up as a surrender position. Stop once you feel your shoulder blades are touching each other and your shoulder blades area tightens up. You want to note that do not do this. Do not overdo it. Just do it until it tightens up and not until it hurts, right? So let me just show you one more time. Hands together, shoulder level. Am I straight? Shoulder level? Yes. Then you want to open up, take a deep breath. Open up your back, roll your shoulder backwards, and then up, surrender yourself, and then try to a surrender posture and try to touch your shoulder blade to shoulder blade to touch each other. And let's make sure that you just touch it and not overdo it, right? Then you breathe out slowly. And then relax. Okay, let's do it one more time. No? Okay. So let's do it. Scratch that. I did the breathing. It's too early. Okay. Shoulder wave, hands up, finger pointing finger. Take a deep breath. As you take a deep breath, roll your shoulder backwards and do a surrender sign. And then when you feel, push all the way back until your shoulder blades kind of like touch each other, right? And then you exhale. Then come back. Let's do it one more time. Hands together, shoulder width, shoulder length, shoulder width, shoulder level, yes. Breathe in, roll your shoulder backwards. Your hands are surrender form. Like your hands are surrendering. And then exhale. And then bring your hands to the side and the body to relax. So I did it only 3 times. I can feel that my shoulder and my neck has a light release now. I hope that you did that with me so that you can feel it. If not, try it, rewind it later and do it again. Right? Come back and watch it again and do it. And then from this book also, Your Stress Stops Here. And chapter 10 is Breathing Away Strategy. This stress helps to relax your mind. And all you need to do is just close your eyes, right? Close your eyes. Inhale deeply through your nose right now. Come on. Exhale all the air out from your lungs and just relax. Do it one more time. Exhale. Now, think about inhaling through your nose, right? And then inhale through your nose and think about your shoulder relaxing and then exhale the air slowly. Okay? So let's do it. Inhale. Think about your shoulder relaxing, Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Think about shoulder relaxing, shoulder relax. Exhale. One more time. Take a deep breath. Think about shoulder relaxing and make sure you relax your shoulder too, right? Then you let go. Breathe out. Next, you want to inhale again through your nose and think about the neck relaxing. All right, and then you exhale slowly. Okay, let's do that. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Think about your neck relaxing. Then exhale. One more time. Close your eyes. Excuse me. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Think about your neck relaxing. And then exhale. When you exhale, try to go exhale slowly. So you go. Make sure make sure you go. Make sure all the air comes out from your lungs, right? Okay. Let's do it a couple more times. Inhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Think about your neck relaxing, and then exhale. The idea here is you want to breathe in as much as you can, and then breathe out as much as you can. Okay. All right. Last one. You're going to think about shoulder. We need a shoulder. We're going to need a neck, right? Next one is you're going to think about your upper back relaxing. All right. Same thing. Take a deep breath. Think about your upper back. Your upper back is up here. Upper back. Relaxing. And then exhale slowly. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Think about upper back relaxing, and then exhale. One more time. Last time. Take a deep breath. Think about upper back relaxing and exhale. All right. Let me know in the comments, see how you feel. Do you feel that's a relief in there? Do you feel that as you do it, you feel tighter? Do you feel a little nauseated? Let me know in the chat, okay? Oh, somebody let me know in the chat. So this is the way to do it, right? And on chapter 4, we again in chapter 4, my book Your Stress Stops Here, right? Talks about Your Stress Stops Here. Talks about backward roll strategy, your neck and your neck and your back, right? Your neck and shoulder, basically. So that involves the muscular system, which is the one we talked earlier, the muscular system. And then we on chapter 10 of this book, in chapter 10 of this book, we talk about breathing away strategies. Or in this one, which cover a lot, we cover the cardiovascular system, digestive system, the nervous system, and also the respiratory system. All right. That's all I have for today. I forgot to pop this out. Yeah, you also can go ahead and order get the free chapters of my book. Your stress stops here, but this one is only we have first chapter 1, 2, and 3 there. And you can always go download this. All right, download this ad. Can you download that? At stress or stress free dot system dot io slash free chapters. Right? Or just go to the script, go to the chat on here and click it, or you can go to the description below to check it out. All right. And this, if this is helpful, I want to invite you to follow along for more tips and future sessions. We're going to be mainly talking about my book here, Your Stress Stops Here, and go through the 10 strategies. And don't forget, feel free to sign up for the free chapters, right? And feel free to also share this with someone who might be dealing with stress too. We all need a reminder sometimes, right? That we're not alone. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about paying attention and taking a small steps every day. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I go live here every Monday at 9 p.m. Sometimes a little late because of technical problems. And I want to thank you very much for joining us tonight. And remember, your well-being matters. And if you want to support us, you can always go to buymeacoffee.com/Winston1. Right? Or you can always also click here for our info. infographic, the shoulder blade. Free infographic on shoulder blade pain. And this is also one of the chapters in my book, but I name it differently, so you can check that out. Okay? And you can always you can scan the QR code to check that out. You can also go to store. Just take the QR code away. You can go to our store and check it out. With stressoutstressfree.com. And in here we have merchandise like t-shirts, Stress Out Stress Free t-shirt, Fear is a Liar. We also have mugs. Your stress stops here. Be in the now and much more. Okay? Right. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here. Take care and don't forget to notice that take care of yourself. Notice those stress signals, and I will see you next week. Until then, until next time, stay stress free and be well. You can also connect with me at Stress Out Stress Free on Facebook, Stress Out Stress Free, and Instagram at Vincent Woon in Twitter or X, or in TikTok is Vincent Woon NYC. Take care and I see you in the next video. Don't forget to tap. I forgot to say hi to Steel. Hi Steel, good to see you, Win. Nice to see you. Alright, see you in the next video. Don't forget to sign up for the free chapters. Check it out on the chat.